guys, it's Sandy. Welcome to Two Things in a Rant. Thing number one, my new hairdo. I just got it done this afternoon. I'm never sure what I think of it on the day that I get the haircut because I can never do this again. I just don't use product the way she uses product on my hair. Dang it. Thing number two, I'm heading to California tomorrow, so you might see some vlogs with Mickey. I don't know. I'm not sure what I'm going to do from there, but I'm taking the camera, so we'll see. My rant today, instead of a rant, is my Toastmasters speech that I just gave this evening at my Toastmasters club. Enjoy.
Madam Toastmaster.
Thank you.
I exited the taxi, and the driver deposited my bags on the cobblestone pavement beside me. I paid him, and immediately there was a small, middle-aged Italian woman standing there, waiting to greet me, and she kissed me on both cheeks, as they do. And she quickly escorted me to the edge of her property. It was a frigid February day, very cold outside, and at the end of the property, you can overlook the city. And she said, oh, there's a church, and there's a museum, and there's the bus stop, and here's where the train station is, and on, and I heard almost nothing of what she said because I was so excited to finally be in Rome. I had wanted to go to Rome for decades, and I was finally there. And I was so excited to be right across from the Basilica of St. Peter. I was staying blocks away from Il Papa, the Pope. I could not even, in my wildest dreams, imagine how exciting this moment would be. She took me really quickly upstairs to the bed and breakfast, and we put my bags in my room, and she sat me down at the kitchen table, and in rapid fire, broken English, she went through every tourist destination you could possibly imagine on a map, and she marked them with little X's and told me how to get to every one and which day was best to go to which one and what time to get there because the lines would get long by a certain point. And again, I hardly heard a word. I was in Rome. I ended up apparently giving her an odd look because she stopped at one point and said, Sandy, where do you want to go? I thought, well, how do I tell her that my top destination is not on her list of top sites? Well, you got to do what you do when you're in Rome. And so I gave her my one-word answer. Caravaggio. The woman's face melted. Her eyes got all misty, and the dimples in her cheeks got deeper and deeper as she smiled bigger and bigger. And she said, Sandy, you did not tell me you are Roman. Welcome home. See, Rome thinks of Caravaggio as their hometown boy. He may have only started painting there when he was 20, but they love him. His paintings are everywhere. A lot of the other artists came and benefited from the patronage of the church and the popes, but he was part of their community. Romans love him. And I wanted to see his works, and she got out another map, a whole brand new one, and she got out her pink highlighter, and she started drawing lines all over the place, up and down the alleys, and all across town to show me exactly where to get the paintings. And then she put little X's on every single church and exactly where they were, and she could tell me which painting was in which church, on the left side, on the right side, back behind the statue, go around the corner. She knew every Caravaggio in town. And she scooted me out the door. I had only been in Rome for an hour. I started walking down the streets and shaking the doors of every church along that pink line, one after the other. Rosa Maria had told me that churches close during the lunch hour, and the lunch hour can last 1 to 5 hours. Church after church after church. I finally found San Luigi de Francesi. That was open. It was a French church. They were having mass. So I decided, since je parle un peu de français, then I would join them for worship. And the whole time I was praying, would they let me, after service, go to the chapel in the back and see the painting? And they didn't. They escorted us all outside so they could take their noon hour. More churches. all the way down the pink line, one after the other. And the one at the end of the pink line was the one I was waiting for. I could not wait to see the painting in this church, Santa Maria del Popolo. The painting is one of my absolute favorites of his. I think it's his seminal work. Critics can disagree with me, but I love this painting, and I couldn't wait to see it. And when I pushed that door and it opened, I was so excited. It was warm inside. It was very dark. The lighting, there was lighting along the colonnades down the church, a little bit over the altar. And then in the corner, there was a chapel that was lit. And there was a large group of people coming and going from that chapel. That's where the painting was. They were all here to see the same one. I could feel my heartbeat getting faster, and my hands got sweaty, and I was so excited. I'm going to finally see this painting. The chapel is long and thin, and it has 2 steps going up to it. And I stepped on the first one, and then the second, and the lights went out. Now, Rosa Maria, before I left her, gave me 5 €1 coins. And she told me the churches pay for the upkeep of the church and the artwork by giving you 3 minutes of light for every euro. So I desperately was seeking the little plate where I could put my coin in. And I did, and I heard it clink. The lights came up. Oh, I was so excited. Now I'm going to see the painting. There was an elderly Italian gentleman who started waving me forward and trying to get me to come and pushing through the crowd and making a way for me. Apparently it's Italian courtesy. The one who puts the euro coin in gets to be in the front. So he's pushing them all away, and I still can't see the paintings because there's 2 statues on either side. Now what? I've got to get up there. And he finally shows me the front spot, the place of honor to see the painting. And I looked up and I wept for joy. Madam Toastmaster.